My name is Rhapsody, his name is Reto of Retromation, and welcome back to the driest Stardew Valley of all time. This is a desert. How's it going, bud?
Dry. Okay.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Do I hear something outside? No. No, I don't.
No? There's no rain. I already told you there's no rain. I tried to keep your hopes down. There's no rain ever in this darn two-horse town. Dry as hell two-horse town.
Oh, Two-horse town is a vast overestimation of the amount of horses in this town, my friend.
Yeah, we don't have any. I mean, have I ever goofed? Have I ever done a gaffe? I don't think so.
No, it's weird.
No, I've never. Never told a lie.
It's always perfectly serious.
Perfectly serious.
Never told a lie, and I won't start now. You're a horse with a limp, and I'll put you down. It's one of the lines from one of the first epic rap battles. It just sticks in my head.
I have those every once in a while. Like I'll hear one line of something that I heard 10 years ago. Like, and as soon as that one line comes up, I'm like, where did this come from? How do I remember this? And then you have the line, and then you take like 5 minutes to figure out where the line that you have memorized is even from. All the time.
Do you have any examples of lines that have been kicking around in your head for a really long period of time?
No, you'd have to say the line.
Right.
If you say anything that sets it off, I'll let it fly.
Sure, feel free to interrupt me at any point over the course of this episode in order to elucidate me.
Elucidate. Dream create. I am 8.
Is that a line from a thing?
No.
That sounds like a Daft Park song.
No.
Daft Park. Yeah, they changed their name from Daft Punk to Daft Park, apparently.
Dunked Punk. It's
that would be like a video game donkey version of Daft Punk.
Yeah. Do you know what we need besides the fish thing? Is there any, like, am I supposed to just be going mining? Like in the desert? 24/7?
That's a great question. Mining in the desert does give us extra money, which gives us the ability to kind of like boost out the front in all of the seasons. But honestly, like for the completion of these, I really think it's just the fish at the moment. I'm gonna check the old community center here.
Oh.
Animal bundle. Yes, okay. One thing we need is more money so that we can get more hutches for more animals, so that we can get the animals to be bigger and healthier and have a good time.
Okay. Money. I will go. It's so the desert, the Oasis one is actually good for gaining money. If you do it right. Yeah.
The one in the desert, yeah.
If you do
Heck, here it is.
I just need to not die. That's all.
Oh yes, yeah. If you die, you die, and it doesn't work.
And it doesn't work then. Because of the breathing, and how it's over.
Yes, because of the no and the not breathing.
Yeah, because of the
it's weird like that.
Limbic system, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the limbic system in the ancient reptilian brain, duking it out in your dreams.
Yeah.
How far did you get through your own playthrough of Disco Elysium?
I would say I can't remember exactly where. I probably got like 5 hours in, so like I walked down the block.
I mean, most of it does occur around that block, though. To be fair, you can get 30 hours into the game and still be on that block.
Yeah, not as much as I want. It's the kind of thing where whenever I get another forced break due to like medical reasons, that's the first place I'm going. It's that kind of thing. It's like, I am not a fool. If Monster Train doesn't do well on my channel, Disco Elysium sure as hell will not. I know that.
I'll tell you what, it didn't do well on my channel either.
But it's the same thing. It's the kind of thing where it might do well later. Like it's done. It's full. It's a full, complete thing, and people can go back to it, in the future. Like,
yeah,
not a lot of people
definitely going back to it as well. Like whenever I stream and people are talking about Disco Elysium, like the two things I say are, number one, I love doing that series. It was such a fun time, and number two, I wish other people enjoyed that series as well.
Yeah.
But then, like, a couple streams later, some of those people will come back and say, "Hey, yeah, no, I went and watched Disco Elysium. I think it's your best content." I'm like, "Yeah, cheers, bud. Thank you."
You're right. Tell your friends. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It do be like that.
It do be like that. I kind of want to make like the turn, especially recently. I want to make the turn to getting like more and more well-written RPGs and also things that I can voice act into the channel. I kind of like think Dicey was like a Trojan horse for that because it gave me voices that I could do, and I was like, all right, I'm all in.
Yeah. That's why
when people talk to me about Dicey, they only talk to me about the voices I did in that series, so I recognize it's a thing.
Yeah. I like that. I like. I mean, Grifflands is pretty darn good for that too.
Yes, didn't think about that, but yeah, Grifflands definitely follows that trend.
Mm-hmm.
Although, the growing pains of it include things like people saying, tell me when he stops doing the voices and I'll come back and watch this series. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay, you don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, would they be bothered that you, just reading all the, stupid. Send them.
Well, I mean, I did also choose like one of the most annoying voices I could possibly give to what turned out to be one of the most populous races in the entire galaxy of Grifflands.
I mean, did you like the Jar Jar Binks-ish one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the comment was from me. No, no.
I can't believe you left that comment.
Yeah.
Oh, how rude.
How rude. But I don't know. Why go out of your way to just like? What's so good about announcing when you're leaving? Like why do people think that it's? I don't know. Why do it? Just like I'm out because of this.
That's a great question. So I'm part of like a decent amount of Facebook groups, which is just I don't know, like many of them are just like a little bit memes and stuff like that. I enjoy it, but on those groups, oftentimes someone will post something and someone will disagree with it, and the person who disagrees will make it very clear to the whole rest of the group with a bunch of different posts and comments.
This is the turning point where Jimmy the Brave says that I am no longer going to participate in your dog memes.
You've lost me. And my business, my transactions will not be done through this group anymore. Goodbye.
This husky on the lawnmower has surely been beneath me. Like you all. Goodbye.
I wish that they did it in that pompous of a fashion of good day to you, sirs. Like I would be into that.
Do you not do that when you read the comments that are like to yourself that are just because I do, and it's what makes it possible.
Weirdly, no, and this says a lot about me, but I read them in my own voice.
I mean, I usually do too. It depends what mood I'm already in. If I'm already upset with myself, then yeah, I just read them and I'm like, how dare they? But like, if I'm in a good enough mood, I'm like, I give him the goofiest voice imaginable, and I'm like, yeah.
That's the thing. Do you by default, when reading, voice lines in your head? Because apparently that's not like everyone does that.
It is. It depends. It depends. Sometimes I'll just do it out loud too. If there's no one around me, I'll just say the comment out loud in the goofiest voice, so that I can give it like the pure drama. Mostly, like I usually do it when someone is being really taking something really, really small very, very seriously. Like I'll read it like I'll try to summon like waterworks, even like they're crying, like they're about to break down, and I make
you do that?
Like not really, but I you can talk in a way where you sound like you're about to cry or you're crying. Yeah.
Yep.
Like
yeah,
that.
Definitely.
Like that. That's what I do. And I do it to myself if I'm like if I don't do this, this stupid thing is going to get to me if I don't make it.
It robs it of its power?
Yeah, it steals the power. Like, totally. But
it's interesting because, like, basically what we're pitching is the Jimquisition series where he has like this overly pompous character who just reads out comments in that way, the kind of like, oh, this was the worst thing I've seen in eternities, that kind of thing. It's like,
that's what
there is something very, very alluring about that.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, and I probably do it like once or twice a month. There's only like I get some ones that are just people are like not being nice and like they're like posing some like an insult as constructive criticism when there's nothing. They're like, you know, and they like try to pair up. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but you are just like, I've never seen anybody miss so many obvious XYZ ever before. You know, it's like, oh, thank you for the constructive criticism. Yes, I will just be smarter next time. Like, tell me what it is that I did wrong, please. At least tell me what it is I did. Like, what did I do in the video that sent you to the comment section and then therefore eventually the Shadow Realm? Like, what point in the video made you comment that? At least give me something.
A long time ago in the Slay the Spire series, like in the first series that I did on it, I would have like a policy of I wanted people to put their like if they were going to respond to something, I wanted them to put the time code so I knew what they were responding to and I could go back and watch it. And now I don't care because if they do that and I watch a bunch of different clips from a single episode in order to respond to people's comments, I don't do other things.
Yeah.
There's other work to do and I can't spend all day watching my own videos to respond to people.
Yeah.
So I've now started to appreciate even more people who are just, you know, including the full context of what they're responding to in their message.
Yeah. It's like, why am I the stupidest person you've ever watched on YouTube?
Exactly. Tell me. Give me all the information about it.
That's impressive that I've managed to do that. And like you just found me, and I managed to make that much of an impression right away. I need to know. That's some power.
Well done, my man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not pulling that specifically. I don't think I've gotten that one recently or ever. But like that, you know, that kind of thing. Like, usually like about forgetting something, like while they are ironically forgetting that we're multitasking sometimes up to 3 things, depending if it's a stream. You know, ironically they're being forgetful at the same time. That's usually what it is I can't believe you forgot this thing. And it's like, I can totally believe it.
I do have to say, oh no, I fell asleep outside again. I've had like a lot more people be very generous and remind other people, hey, he's managing like a couple different things at the same time. You can't necessarily expect him to like have all of that. Like on the couple, even on constructive criticism on the Monster Train episodes so far, there have been people responding, yeah, like he'll learn it eventually. It's just like, this is his playstyle. Give him a little bit of time to work and grow and stuff like that.
Yeah. I wish someone would tell the person who commented on my first Monster Train that I have a gerbil brain. would have responded with something. Yeah. Yeah.
Rude. Especially because that person, you know for a fact, well, almost certainly for a fact, that person hasn't played Monster Train. Because, like, it's just creators and people in under NDA at the moment. So
yeah. The best scenario is, not the best. It's when I get a good laugh is when someone tries to correct you, they get really, really bent out of shape about it, and then someone else, like, and they're just wrong, and someone else comments and tells them that. That's always the best scenario.
My biggest pet peeve Like, even more than, people being rude is people being rude and wrong.
Yeah,
Uh,
but like
and
I like
to the point that like
seeing
I
them
don't
get
give it
their
time.
comeuppance though. I don't
even give it time for them to get their comeuppance though. I'm just like, you know what? Bye.
Yeah.
Like, at least choose rude or wrong. Don't be both at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I have been getting, ironically enough, I've been getting, all of a sudden, I've been getting a lot of rude comments on this series. About
what?
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. It might have all been the same person, and they're gone now. But I don't think so. It's about how
about what?
That I just walk around and do nothing, like I'm doing right now, waiting for the waiting for the bus. I think they're confused and they thought that this was a Stardew Valley series. No, this is a podcast.
Right, yeah.
This is a podcast, friendo.
I understand that. It's a little bit difficult to put in the title podcast rather than Stardew Valley. So we just default to putting Stardew Valley in there, but everyone knows it's a podcast, right?
Yeah, but it's like, I'm confused. You get 16 episodes into this. I think you should know it's a podcast by then.
Yeah. Hang on. How would they have gotten to that point? Also, we are basically just waiting for a rainy day or the season change. So, like, at this point,
I'm waiting for the
if
bus.
we were doing, like, an actual trying to get to the full completion as quickly as possible, the full completion of the community center, we'd sleep. Exactly. Just a bunch of days in a row. Sleep until it's a rainy day and then sleep until it's the next season.
But, yeah, comments are interesting. and talking about them, we're getting layers deep now, and talking about comments also brings out that second layer of weird comments where some of them are really nice and the other people are just like, how dare they, like, do they not know how lucky they are, like, suck it up, it's your job to have people be mean to you. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen here because I don't think enough people watch. But
that has happened less and less over the course of recent history. I find that people have, like, because that kind of toxic on your grind internet culture seems to be dissipating now that more people, like, with the democratized kind of like access to the tools of creation, more and more people are themselves becoming creators and realizing, well, I wouldn't like people to just be rude to me all day and someone to tell me to suck it up.
Yeah,
seems like that's kind of like it's less pervasive than it was.
It's true.
5-4 years ago.
It's true. It may be one of those things that I have a holdover, like just it's on my brain from before, even though, I mean, I haven't seen it much recently, but like, I don't know, like I still feel like people look at it completely like it's not even remotely legitimate, as if they did, like, 7 years ago or 8 years ago when I started. Like, I remember, threads on Reddit and everything, like, saying, just work at McDonald's. Like, they have, I respect them more. You're doing nothing. Like, yada yada yada. Oof. It's like, I mean, and I still hold, like, it's that thing where, like, nobody in my family, anyone ever told me I couldn't do it. Mostly because I never put all my eggs in the basket until I moved out. But nobody ever, like, I was, told sometimes, like, do you think you're doing it too much? And it's just like, when I hear that, I hear, do you think this is legitimate? Like, do you think that's what I hear? Like, nobody ever told me I can't do it, but, like, I morph the words into that. And that's one of those things too. Yeah,
I've definitely had the same kind of, like, a euphemistic approach from family in particular of the kind of like, well, when are you gonna do something else? I had that for a while though. I will say recently, they turned the corner entirely and were just like, yeah, so how's the channel going?
Yeah.
Because before that it was like, so when are you gonna finish your final semester of university?
Yeah.
It was like,
when I stop making bank playing video games, Mom.
It was more of a like, you realize that asking me to do that right now, because the final thing that I have to do for my degree is a 6-month full-time internship.
Yeah.
Asking me to do that is asking me to kill my channel.
Yeah,
So it's
but
like
they don't.
one level.
They
of
don't
skill.
realize that. They think like, oh, you take. It's like another job. You can take a 1 week vacation, and you come back and everything's and everything.
No.
And you come back and everything's the same. No, I died. Dang it! I hate this place.
That's okay.
But,
I only really take a 1 week vacation when my brain blows up and I'm like, all right, I can't do content today or this week. Whoops, I'll be back later. I could never get myself to take a week off like voluntarily.
yeah, but like it's funny I say like I of the thing where it's like I was never told directly that I can't do it. At the same time, like my mom does know it's my job, and she does keep sending me job applications. So that is
okay.
It's a very, I guess it's like a that's a pretty clear like I don't. She's like you keep doing it, but I don't think it's not like it's not a mean thing. It's just like she wants me to have health insurance because it sucks to be sick in America, and I don't get that here. It's more that than anything.
There is that extra level, whereas like in Australia, I have healthcare regardless of whether or not I'm working for a large company.
Yeah, not me.
Which is a huge privilege to have.
Not me. But you know, it's all good. Well, I mean, it's not. But like, I mean, like it's not like, but even a little. But oh well. I was just bringing up the funny anecdote that I do get job applications from my mom still, even though
I think it's funny that that's like the second thing you brought up as kind of like supporting for your argument.
I forgot about it. That's why, because I just like I did it. I haven't opened any of them, so I kind of forgot about them. I'm like, oh, this is a job application. Why would I open this? So I kind of like just put it out of my brain.
They might all be job applications for coverage of upcoming indie games.
They're not.
No? Okay.
They're not. They're like for being. Well, the first one was. I do know what the first one was. It was for working in the warehouse for Amazon. Not interested.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. That sounds so bad in like all kinds of ways.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for the job on Twitch, though, Amazon. Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you're just working for Amazon in a different, different setting.
But like,
I feel
that's
so
a big deal. It's like like in the same thing. I worked at the truck stop and I had to clean the dirty trucker showers and bathrooms, or I could, design the logos for the company. It's a completely different thing. I'd rather do the logos. But no, I know that what you're talking about. You're saying in the scenario that I have a core beef with how the truck stop company was ran, but I know that that's what you're talking about. But
yeah, that is definitely my position for myself, I will say.
You're blowing it up from within. You're taking the money from Jeffrey Beef and Cheesy, and
Beef Jesus. I'm just I'm just spreading dissensionist materials throughout his conglomerate, his empire.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. All jobs are going to be Amazon jobs soon anyway.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, I was talking, Grace and I were talking, and they were like the USPS is, like, having issues, and I was like, what's going to happen is that Amazon is going to be our, de facto delivery service. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. That's that is a terrifying prospect. My favorite take on that so far was it's my most simple favorite take on that so far was the Drake meme, the Hotline Bling one, that like no to the first thing and then like yes to this thing.
Yeah.
It was so the top was no, bottom was yes. The top was privatizing the USPS, and the bottom was nationalizing Amazon. I was like.
I mean, down with Joja.
Oh, hell. I mean, like, we are playing pretty much an exact kind of representation of the kind of antipathy that is held towards companies on that scale for that reason.
It'd be more like if
It's like a very core message of the game.
who's the person who actually works? Shane. It's like if Shane had. It's kind of like if Shane had the opinions, though.
I mean,
Kinda.
Does he? He seems real unhappy with it.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
Have you played like his romanceable storyline?
Grace did, yeah. He doesn't like it, but he's got like more going on. He's got the.
Yeah, I think isn't his thing that he's depressed?
Yeah, and it like is way darker than you would think it would get. Like way darker, like 2 shades darker than you would think this game would go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Depressed.
Not like uh-oh as in they shouldn't do that, but like uh-oh as in like that's definitely not what I would have expected.
Yeah, it's, like yeah, it's bad. It's dark, and like I'm glad I wasn't doing it on my YouTube channel, cuz like I would have just gotten real sad.
Yeah.
It's
I can say having covered a game recently that got much sadder, much faster than I thought it was going to in Disco Elysium. Yeah.
Monster Train.
Yep.
Oh, Disco Elysium. Yeah.
You'll be sad on camera. Yeah, I'm sad constantly in Monster Train. I'm just sad that I'm not playing the next episode yet. Ooh.
Oh, sorry to take your time, Mr. Monster Train.
Exactly. Thank you for apologizing to Monster Train, because I would be streaming Monster Train at this time if it were not for this series. I've chosen you over Monster Train.
There we go.
Rip.
Unrip. I thought it was going the other direction. I thought you're making me be here instead of Monster Train, but it was oh my god, pickles.
Hell yeah.
But it was the reverse.
No, of course I'm going for the reverse. Kidding?
Oh my.
This is the Wholesome Boys.
What? Holy moly! Exclamation point Wholesome verse. Is this Twitch?
Is it Wholesome verse in yours? Because I just made it exclamation mark Wholesome because
I think
it
I
seemed
did
like
too.
a little cumbersome otherwise.
I think I did too. Exclamation point Wholesome. Is this still Twitch? I feel like it's still not Twitch though.
I mean, as you said,
I put
soon everything's gonna be Amazon, so might as well be Twitch at that point.
Yeah, it's Twitch. Wholesome verse sponsored by Twitch. I think I have it's in my description.
Oh, right. I have not started to put the Wholesome verse in my default description tags, but last week I only for the first time put my Twitch in my default description. So
yeah. I just went through. I did the tube buddy thing, and I just said anywhere where I plug my Discord, also plug the Wholesome verse right after it. Boom, send it overnight. Great, got it good.
Right. That is definitely another thing that I need to put in my to-dos.
Sorry to just stack up your to-dos as your day starts. I need to have
no. That's fine. That's exactly what I want. Like I got
I guess
emotes,
that's the point of
bit
it.
Badges, sub badges, Pointy Boys rewards, redo default descriptions. Actually, it's already in there.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Uh-oh. Quickly sell before the day ends, and then fall asleep.
I already sold some pickles, so we're gonna get caught anyway.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we're gonna lose 1,000 basically per player that slept outside, right?
Yeah, we're not making money because we just keep dying. Ooh, level 8 combat, slime incubator. What the hell?
I think we're making money though.
I can make a crystallarium.
That is a great way to make money as well, and we do have a couple of diamonds to get ready in the crystallariums.
Yeah, we can get ready for that in the next episode. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. His name's been Reto. There is a link in the description down below with all of our content on this game, past, present, you best believe future. Down there in the description as well, if you're watching it on Reto's side, there is the Wholesomeverse server, which is where us and a bunch of like-minded creators work together and our communities hang out. It's a good time. If you're looking at my description, there's my Twitch link. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time. My beef Jesus.